The internet needs more 7.3 content. So here's my contribution. I've watched enough videos. I've recently learned a couple lessons doing some DIY stuff, so I thought I'd help share the wealth and either encourage you to do some things yourself or save you from some simple mistakes like I may have made. Here's a quick peek at the truck. This is a late 99 7.3. I've done a few neat things to it. Bought it from the second owner. This truck's always been in Colorado. Just about to hit 130. So relatively low mile truck. Had all the receipts from when it was purchased, everything that was done to it. So good find for sure. As you can see, it came with a hydro chip. The old gauge column to look cool. I rewrapped the front seats in a kit I found from L Seat. I believe they're out of Texas. I think they were about $500 just for the whole front stretch. They're pretty nice, genuine leather here, vinyl on the sides. They sent me a nice topper for the middle piece. I left the back as they were already pretty nice shape. I don't know, I think the original owner might have upgraded these. This is the XLT package. This is pre-Lariat or pre-King Ranch or any of those fancy updates, I believe. But yeah, this truck's been badass. Really enjoyed it. Diesel prices suck currently. But yeah. Put a 2.5-inch leveling kit from Rough Country on. After that was done, I went and got that old steering stabilizer. It was only like 60 bucks on Amazon. And I gotta say, it was really worth it. As you can hear, I'm doing a little work right now. Just put in a water pump a few days ago. Everything was awesome. Went snowboarding yesterday up at Keystone. Drove great. Came down, thought I'd just peek under the hood just to see if I could see any seeping or anything. And I noticed that in my water pump pulley I only had 2 bolts. And one was broken off inside, the other one is gone. So this was kind of an open, busted up box delivery from Amazon, so I called them and just sort of said there was, some missing parts, which there were. They went ahead and they're sending me another one, so instead of screwing around with extracting the bolt from here, I figure I'll just keep this water pump, extract the bolt later on. I have an extra, but just go ahead and put the new one in. So redo this whole damn process. This is a Gates water pump. Works really nice. You can see I got the aluminum billet thermostat housing. Can't remember the name, just some no-name Amazon deal. Not the Riff Raff or whatever $90 one they want. I believe this one was $30. And works great so far. Put the new thermostat in along with the housing. New upper water line. This one, as you can see, curves around the serpentine belt, which is nice. And by the way, here's the broken bolt that was in the water pump pulley. Found that on the garage floor. And I'm not really sure what happened. If I put it on a little funny, I may have over torqued it. I did not use Loctite. I believe I should have done that. So I will. I just had to go buy 2 of those bolts from Ford. And whenever I pay for something there, I always laugh because these were $7 a piece. But if you ever need yourself some, here's the number. While I'm here, tweakers in Colorado often try to break into these trucks. Happened twice to me in a very short time. And the owner I bought it from, happened to him as well. The little creeps actually busted in their failed theft attempt, and they tried to carve a west side on the steering wheel, so I got hella street cred rolling around in this thing at least. But to stop that, and to try to dissuade somebody from punching out my lock again, I've replaced these a few times. I know very well how to take apart these doors. Went with the old Jimmy Jammers. Bought that sticker on Amazon just as a further deflection tactic. And as you can see from first glance, looks like I did the updated no key handle, but I did not. It's just some black tape over that. I really like the idea of having a key entry if the battery's dead. I go camping a lot, go dirt biking. I don't know if I'm gonna accidentally run it dead sometime, and I'd rather not be stuck out or have to break the back window. So I like the keyless or the keyed option. So I've replaced it twice now, and hopefully this one will stop it. Also went with the mandatory steering wheel club. Went with one with a bright red handle. So hopefully they can see that, see the stickers, see the tape. The alarm is there. The Hydra has a no start option. So I guess with these trucks and everything I've learned online, it's all about layers of security. So anyways, sorry I've never uploaded before. I know this filming might suck, and I'm sorry for that. But just back to here with this water pump gig, definitely pay attention. Make sure you're doing some Loctite on that aspect. I'm not sure if it was off center, if there's something wrong with this pulley, but you can see some shearing happening there. I don't know if I just did that. Maybe it was done before, and when I retightened it and got everything on, it was just a little off, enough to snap it. Could be. While I was in there, new idler pulley, new tensioner as well. Didn't really need them, but why not when you're that far in? It's got 130,000. Fan's clutch seems fine, so I'm just going to leave it. There's your trusty tools for removing the fan. I tried a few other ways this morning before I went and got this kit from O'Reilly's. They're all pretty hard and just sucks. And it's pretty easy with that kit. Though it's still not the easiest, especially when you're missing bolts on your pulley, which you need to grip with the big square end of those wrenches. At any rate, what else is on here? The old S&B air filter was on when I got it. I guess those are nice. I'll put this little bull bar that I found on Amazon. Plan to do some lights here shortly. New headlights, new grill, just to kind of jazz it up. 20 plus years old. I'd like to get to some mirrors soon, but I don't know, they're holding up all right. Got a nice camper shot. Really enjoy this truck. It's nice, plenty of room inside. Just for camping, it sounds like a goddamn beast. It's got the 5-inch straight all the way back. You can see a nice rear diff, kind of clean. I just did the diff service last week. I was honestly a little nervous. First time I did any gasket making. But it was all very easy. you know, you just stress about cleaning it really well, so make sure you do that. I did buy 75/90 until I started taking it apart. I saw the tags that were stuck on the differential. Clearly said 75/140, so I went and exchanged, went with that. Synthetic, of course. 2 bottles of the additive. And I'm telling you, I don't know if this is a truck placebo, but that rear diff service, it really feels like it lightened this truck up. I don't really know what that is. Again, placebo or not. But it feels light. Let's see. Went with that old Fujimoto or whatever easy drain plug. That's been awesome. No leaks at all. Just did an oil change just the other week, first time since I've had it on, and it was pretty sweet. Just flip that switch and let it drain out. This rough country lift has been nice. Gives the truck a nice look. I'm not trying to go for anything. I just always like that kind of strong stock look. So a little beefier, but in my opinion, you really can't beat these steel wheels. Nice tire look with just a little bit of a stance on there. That's all I need. And it does quite well. I guess that's it. That's it for now. If you do your water pump, pay attention to those bolts. Don't over torque them. I never could find the torque specs on that online, but I'm gonna go with a little bit less than what I did last time, plus some Loctite. Hopefully that'll solve my problem. Gates comes with a new downpipe. So I also did a new lower radiator hose. You might as well while you're doing it, if your truck's this old. When you do take it apart, whatever hose that is that comes from the degas bottle down to the radiator, take that off and really rinse it out. I found a lot of crud in there that would just recirculate through. As far as all the fluid goes, a lot of debate on that. I'm sticking with the green with the additive. So I put 2 bottles in. I just did that, so I'm gonna keep this fluid, clean this bucket out real nice. Got a cover for the night while I wait on the new part to come in. But I mean, you can do the ELC or whatever one you want, but for me, I didn't really want to get into the big flush and do all that, and I figured it's not a big deal to buy a little additive every once in a while. I didn't check it, but I put two pints in with this recent water pump service. Hopefully that's good. Other than that, if you own one of these, get yourself a good grease gun. Every time I do a service, I hit all the grease points on this. Keeps everything feeling nice, smooth up front. The only other thing I had to do to this truck is the fuel filter heating element. If you ever find that your truck won't start and you're burning a fuse, I believe it was 13. Don't quote me on that. But you'll see, yeah, I just had a wire disconnected in the fuel filter heating element. So I was able just to replace that, and that all went away, started up nice. But it sure was a mystery at first, because it would just crank and crank. Went through my fuses, and every time it kept burning. I just can't remember the name or the location or the wattage of the fuse, but you'll find it. And if you keep popping it, check your fuel filter heating element. Seems like a mouthful to say. Yeah, other than that, Water pump's actually really easy. Well, not really easy, but it's easy. It held up great so far with this Gates. Just sucks that that damn bolt broke and I got to do this again. Getting good practice. Had that fan on and off a couple times now. A lot of fun. Anyways, yep, just thought I'd contribute back. If you guys have any questions, any tips from me, let me know. Thanks.